Coming up in this episode, we ride the Gorges du Verdon, we take in some beautiful views, and we board our second ferry of the trip at Toulon. Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. You join us after a nice spot of lunch in Castellane, where we've just left, and we're now starting to ride along the beautiful Gorges du Verdon. It's a river gorge located in the southeast of France, and it's the largest gorge in Europe. The weather's perfect, the scenery is going to be fantastic, so please join me as we get on the road. Quite an impressive overhang. I'm just blown away by these beautiful limestone formations on either side of the gorge, and these date back to the Jurassic period and have been revealed over thousands of years as the Verdon River has slowly carved out this stunning gorge. It's left this absolutely fantastic landscape that I feel privileged to ride through on a day as beautiful as this. Impressive overhang. Not surprisingly, this route proved popular with cyclists and motorcyclists alike, all keen to take in this stunning view. there weren't too many opportunities to pull in and take a photograph, so when they presented themselves we tended to do exactly that.
I know we still have quite a bit to go. Yeah. So it'll be the D957 off to the left just after we've gone past the tip of the lake. I can see you.
As I pulled over at this viewpoint, I was really struck by the vibrant turquoise colour of the lake down below, and also the lack of guardrail. So here we overlook the Lac de Saint Croix and the Pont de Galetas, and we'll be stopping closer to the Pont de Lettuce a little bit further on along the gorge. The car park looked a little rammed, and we found a nice area just next to the road and left the bikes there. Sightseeing completed, it was time to get on the bikes again. Continue heading south towards Toulon. At times along this route, you could have been forgiven for thinking that you were in Tuscany.
It's a nice tree. Right, we're here in Oops, that's AUPS. Stopping for a quick coffee before we continue on to Toulon. So we are leaving Oops and heading south to Toulon, where we should arrive in 1 hour and 33 minutes according to the sat-nav, and then we're going to board the ferry to take us to Corsica overnight. So stick with me and I'll talk to you when we get to the ferry. just in the centre of Toulon now, just looking for the port. Which hopefully is this way.
So
Okay,
finding the port was fairly straightforward, and once there the initial boarding process was pretty easy as well, providing you had the app on your phone with the relevant QR code, and we were directed to go past all the traffic and board first. So we did exactly that.
C'est le même. Parfait. Merci.
So once on board the ferry, we got directed to the area where we'd be parking, and it was apparent that we were just going to park the bikes next to each other. No strapping down was required. I guess the crossing was calm, but yeah, it doesn't leave you with a warm fuzzy feeling inside that your bike's going to be left unstrapped, but I guess that's just the way they do it, and it all turned out well in the end.
So here we are finally on the ferry from Toulon to Bastia. Slightly chaotic boarding procedure, but we're on most of the way through the first beer. Big queue at the bar, could be a while to the second beer, but that's okay, you know, we can do this. And we should be setting sail shortly, maybe 15-20 minutes I think, scheduled time. I think we're on time. So let me flip you around so you can see the port of Toulon. So there we are. I'm just outside the bar Panorama, and this is the port as it's laid out in front of me. Temperature wise it's cooled down a little bit, which is nice. And the nice thing about being on with a motorcycle is you get waved through to the front of the queue. So the lady tells you to overtake everything, go on first, which we did. So you get to the bar first, which is nice because there's a huge queue now. So yeah, it works quite well. So the feeling is good so far. A little bit chaotic, not sure how to book the restaurant, so I'll check in later and let you know if that was successful. Well, the good news is we're on the ferry. Tomorrow morning, 06:30, we will be in Corsica, and then we've got 4 full days in Corsica. So I look forward to bringing that to you. Thank you for following me so far. I still am the motorcycle wanderer, I think, and let's adventure more in the coming days. See you soon. So it's about 10 PM. Just got back to the cabin after a few beers and a nice evening meal. We're due in at Bastia at 06:30 in the morning. We did depart Toulon a little bit early, so maybe we'll be a touch early in Bastia as well. But anyway, I'll check in with you then, and it'll be a big welcome to Corsica. I can't wait.
Coming up next time, we finally arrive at Corsica. We take in some stunning mountain scenery, and we stop in a beautiful town for lunch.